Hello everyone, it's Kireth here. Hope everyone's doing great and welcome to another karting video. Haven't done one of these for a little while, but this was a championship round at Daytona Sandown Park. I hope you enjoy the race. Please do feel free to like, subscribe, smash that bell, destroy the bell if you want more karting videos. I've been looking forward to doing another one for a while, and here we go. So we started on the grid in P3 and I'll explain the format now. So every month at Daytona Sandown Park they do a round of a championship called the Inkart Championship. It is the flagship championship they do these days at Sandown Park. They do a round in the Sodis and a round in the D-Max. So we're in the Sodis here. And the way the championship is run is you have a Heat 1, a Heat 2, and your results from Heat 1 and Heat 2 determine your grid position for the final. So there's 3 races on the day, and we're here in Heat 1, and our grid position was 3rd on the grid. So we started 3rd on the grid, we've managed to keep it for this lap so far, and we'll be 3rd from the back in Heat 2. That's the way the grids work. However close you start from the front in Heat 1, you'll start that far from the back in Heat 2 to even it out. But I do have to say, I much prefer having a grid start near the front and one near the back rather than having 2 in the middle. I think I'm a bit of an optimist, so I feel like with your start from the front you can kind of maximise that and go for a win or go for a podium, and when you have one at the back, well, in the first couple of corners you might have a lightning start and make all that up. So that's kind of how I see it. The other thing to bear in mind with the championship is that it is split into weight classes. So I'm classed in the chunky boy class here, so I'm a heavyweight. I think the driver ahead of me here is also a heavyweight, but most of the drivers will be lightweights. And the top 3 drivers at the end of the day in lightweights and heavyweights get to take home a nice big trophy. So we're definitely going for a trophy here. That's our aim. So 1st, 2nd or 3rd in heavyweights, that's what we're going to go for. My position I put up in the top left there is just position on track, and we're going to lose a position here. Can we hold it on the inside, or we can get it back? Okay, so remaining in P3. But that position tracker isn't kind of class specific. That's just where we are on track. As you can see, the guy in 2nd place makes the move there, goes up the inside. I think he's a very good driver at the track, very experienced. I think he's leading the championship if I recall. So we'll have to see what we do here. So the whole queue of drivers queuing up behind. Bit of a trolley train from me. They may well be lightweight drivers. You know, there'll be some drivers here I'll be giving away more than 20 kilograms to. As someone's going to think about a dive up the inside, but we're just going to make the apex first. I think that's fair enough. But if you're giving away 20 kilograms, if you think about dotting 20 sugar kilo bags around the cart and having to lump that round, that's basically all around my body. So maybe I need to lose a few of those sugar bags. But let's crack on with the race. You can see people behind. We've got a train of, what is it, about 5 carts queuing up, and they may well be faster than me. Someone's going to dive down the inside here, but again we're going to shut the door. We're kind of losing track with the cars ahead now, so we're going to have to go quite defensive here. As I make a little mistake here and actually hit the tyres. That's a big mistake. So we're going down to P4, 5, 6. Are we going to lose any more? Someone else, yeah, all coming through. So down to P7. And a pretty significant mistake. And if you look at the delta in the kind of top right there, you can see that delta is against my best lap time of the race. And we're about 1.5 seconds down on our best lap, which, if for anyone who's playing GT Sport or racing on a PlayStation or a PC, 1.5 seconds isn't always a huge mistake in a race online on the PlayStation, but here it's just been absolutely deadly. That is karting. Just such little room for error. And you can see the guy behind is also going to have a look here. Is he going to dive through? Yep, he's going to dive through, and I can't quite defend the position, so we lose another position here. Down to P8, and significantly in the battle for the trophy, it's the guy ahead of this guy, the guy in the black suit. He was someone I was racing with last time I did this championship, where we actually did pick up a trophy. We got P3 and that guy was P4. As the guy behind us waving at the camera, he always got a fan on track. You can't miss this camera, by the way. It's so big. It is like a sail. It's like those America's Cup yachts. The top of the sail on America's Cup yacht is about the same height as the camera on my helmet. So obviously got someone, a fan on track behind. If you are enjoying this video and the karting videos, do feel free to like, subscribe, hit that notification. Thank you so much for anyone who is enjoying the karting videos. I do really enjoy making them. And I've got a lot more footage I've got to get through actually. But the guy ahead of the guy in front, the guy in the black suit, he is kind of my rival, I think, in terms of the heavyweight. So we've got the guy who's winning the race. We've got that guy, and we've got Mr. Alex Wilmot on the podium on GT Sports. We're going to lose another position. No. To our fan, and he just blisters past. He looks like a lightweight, so we're probably giving away a significant amount of kg there. But, you know, it is what it is. And also, just because you're heavier on track doesn't mean that you're going to be losing time everywhere. You can use that to your advantage. You can lean out more on the outside wheel on some of the fast corners and get some better traction. Whereas some of the lightweight drivers just won't get that purchase on the outside wheel. But it's been an absolute calamitous lap and a bit for us. You can see this lap time so far isn't even that bad compared to our fastest lap when we look at the delta, but Karting just such small margins, and that guy is making a bit of a run for it now. The only silver lining here I can kind of see is that my rival for the heavyweight class isn't really pulling away, and he's going to come under pressure. So hopefully there can be a little bit of a train there we can catch up, as someone behind us is also going to try and go around the outside. Very difficult to go around the outside here. Difficult to pass at that corner. Difficult to pass at this corner. Doesn't really think about it. The next corner here is often a decent one to have a pop under. This is the alternate reverse layout at Sandown Park. Well, actually, no, I got that wrong. It's just the alternate layout. We did the alternate reverse last time. So if you have been Sandown Park and thinking this is a bit of a weird layout, it's because it's the alternate layout. I think I prefer, my order of preference for the tracks at Sandown Park is probably reverse, alternate reverse, then regular, and then alternate. But the best thing about this layout is the braking area we're going to come into next. It's such a big braking zone, and the Sodis pull so nicely down there. So you're getting up to 45, 46, 47 miles an hour, which is pretty close to what you're doing in the D-Maxes, and pretty close to what you do in the Club 100 karts. So that's where the full strokes really come into their own, I think, when you're going down the straight at full chat. It is something I really enjoy. I think the two-stroke D-Max and the two-stroke Club 100s are much better in the corners, much more responsive. But I actually prefer the full strokes going down the straights, to be honest. And we're kind of, I feel like, slightly catching this group ahead as they fight a little bit. The fan makes a move and he waves the guy through. And actually, we're going to dive down the inside, so a bit ruthless there, up to P8. And now we've got the guy we're batting against just ahead of us here. So we've kind of recovered a little bit. And we shouldn't get too disheartened by people passing us, because they might well be lightweights, might well be people we're not really racing against in the scheme of the championship. But the guy ahead we definitely are racing against, as I make a bit of a mess of that corner. So we really need to try and catch up here as soon as possible. This is quite important mentally, I think, for the rest of the day, because he will have started from a good position behind me. I will have started from a good position ahead of him. So the next race, that's all going to be reversed. And if we can't keep up with him here, it's unlikely we're going to catch him in the next race. So quite an important mental, psychological point for the championship here. As we try and sort out this corner, this is where I had my big mistake and lost a number of positions. So I have to try and not make that mistake next time. Pulling down the straight here, you can see the MPH increasing, the revs increasing as we approach the braking zone. Try and be as late as possible, get that kart rotated, wash out wide a little bit here, try and clip that apex, again go out wide here to open up this corner. Not as important on the alternate layout because this straight is a relatively short one, but still you want to make sure you get good exits, you don't let the inside open for someone to have a pop and kind of go side by side through these corners, because you're both going to lose a lot of time. So P8 at the moment, down from P3, but we may be about P3 or P4 in terms of the heavyweight. I haven't seen Mr. Wilmot overtake us yet, so I don't know if Alex Wilmot's had an issue behind. But you can't miss him in the chrome helmet. In the sun, it will blind you. It just will focus all of the rays of the sun into your helmet, and it's quite a useful defensive weapon. There's people behind go side by side, and there's a decent move there. As someone goes wide here, so we're going to pick up a position there. And I can see the checker flag is coming out, so we're coming out of the line, and our rival ahead has run wide, so somehow in the last couple of corners we gained a couple of positions, went up to P6, and that puts us P2 in class. So actually, even though all those drivers overtook us, they were all lightweights, and the most important one was that overtake at the end. And we're P2 in class. That was a good grid slot for us. But I can't really complain about P2 to be honest, because the guy who won the race, he is very, very good at this track. And this is about as good as we can do. So we'll take that result and go into Heat 2. I really hope you enjoyed this race. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions about karting or any questions about the standard or lack of standard of my driving, which I seem to get increasingly these days. It's always appreciated. And yeah, I really want to do more karting videos, so we'll have Heat 2 to come. And then we'll have the final where we're going to go for this trophy. You're going to try and add another trophy to our kind of collection. Actually, here's a little bit of a collection now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments. Do feel free to like and subscribe if you want. But otherwise, see you next time.